Hey guys, welcome back. Today is going to be a day of first impressions from Sephora and other sites that I've just ordered from. By the way, do you like my eye patches? These are my holy grail pixie eye patches. They're going to be in my upcoming empties, but if you have really puffy eyes that hurt, these take away the puff and they're very cooling and super soothing. So I usually leave these on for 10 minutes. I have the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Targeted Natural Glow Stick. I also bought a bunch of their brushes. So we've got a fluffy blender brush that looks like a Sigma E40. That's really promising. Like just a regular brush to go under the eye. The concealer brush. And just a couple of brushes I thought would go great with the under eye. I've got the new Huda Beauty. Okay, so I have the new Browsings Pro Palette. I thought people would love to see that. Bare Minerals, this is a highlighter. It's called Free. Never used this on my channel before. And this Essence Matte Touch Blush right here in Peach Me Up. I've never used that. I've got this new blender from AOA. It's brand new. They sent it to me. But my favorite love is the Paw Paw blender. And if you want to help me support my channel, I do have a link below. It's an affiliate link. I literally make maybe like a penny off of what you spend. So it just helps support my channel because I do buy like 99% of the products that I use. And testing out, where is the Huda? Oh, I got the Nude palette by Huda Beauty in medium. So that's what that looks like here. And I think it's going to be really, really pretty. I think the light is too light. You know, when I was looking at it in store. So then we got the Taint Idol by Lancome that I'm going to have to mix because it's a little too deep. It's the up to 24-hour color, wear, and comfort transfer resistant. I've been wanting to try this out for a while. And I also got this e.l.f. under eye corrector. I want to compare this to my Bobbi Brown, the Pixie, the Tarte, the Catrice. I want to see how that does. So if you are new here, my name is Ashley. I do videos like this all the time and more. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you in advance if you do that. And let's get straight into the video. Firstly, I want to prime the face and give it some time to settle in because we are going to be going in with the eyes and the brows. So I'm going to take this Essence Prime Studio Glow Boosting Primer. I actually really like this. It's really, really smooth. It's thin in consistency. Look at that. It's sort of watery almost. And applying to the skin has a really light, fresh scent. And I do find that it really does enhance the luminosity of the skin. As you can see, it really does a really good job. Nothing for pore filling, but if you're, I'm not looking for that right now. If you're looking for a great pore filler, Revlon in the pink bottle is great from the drugstore. I stand by that 100%. Firstly, we're going in with the new Browsings. This has a new formulation, and I'm light medium new formula. It's got a card in there that tells you what all the shades are for, and they have waxes, and then all sorts of different tones of brown. Each of these palettes comes with two separate applicators. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but this one is much more flat for the powder, and this one is angled, and this one has a spoolie on it, the one for the brow powder. I'm going to go do one brow on, and I'll show you how to do the other brow, just so it doesn't take forever. Okay, so I have one brow done, and honestly, I'm not impressed. I can't get the sparse areas here. It's way too much of a fuss. It's actually really difficult to use. Even the darkest brown has a warm hint to it. And as you can see, I can't get those areas down there. So that's a return for me. I'm just going to go in with my LA Girl Shady Slim. Or let's do the Fenty. I haven't done the Fenty on here in a hot minute. And mine is just in dark brown. But do you see already that if I feather it, you see all this under here that it missed? Now if I feather it through, see how I'm able to now get those lines, those nice crisp lines? And I love the end of this. It really disperses the product very well through, and it gives it a gradient sort of look. Now already I love this brow much more than the other, with that other, it's a hard pass for me. Yeah, I much prefer the pencil. That is going back. This is really, really bulky, you know, in general, than a pencil. Yes, it has a mirror. It's got a lot of these waxes, but these wax pieces do not hold. They're not like ultra waxy. They have no strong hold whatsoever. They're just super waxy, and then putting this on really just makes it almost look gray, and it adheres to it. You can't get anything underneath. It's hard to blend, and yeah, I don't like it. I really don't. Let me know what you guys think. If you've tried that product, I'm very, very curious to know. And this blender blended out, you know, the concealer for my eyes really, really well. It nearly feels dry, and I just wet and soaked this. So then I just went in with my Believe Beauty eyebrow gel. And what am I looking for? That concealer. I'm looking for the e.l.f. Color corrector. Alright, I did one side of my face. I already have my feelings, so it's emollient, yes, but what is it doing? Anything for my under eye? I'm not impressed on this first impression. However, I did get the powder to go and set the under eye concealer from discoloration and all of that. I'm wondering if that's going to help. We will try that today as well. As far as this, it's not really, I mean, it takes a bit to sort of get that concealed up. I don't know. Alright, so I placed the e.l.f. eye tapes on. I set my concealer with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, classic. And I've swatched some of the shades from the medium nude palette from Huda Beauty. It's $29 as opposed to $27, but I really think I'm going to like it. I think the light was going to be way too light for me, so we're just going to go with this and see how it goes. I'm super excited. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and I'll go in with this lighter shade. There's a lot of kick up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's fairly pigmented on the first, you know, swipe. It is going to need some building. I don't know if that's because of the brush or what. I guess I could go in my other eye with one of my really good brushes. That's my Smith brush, which I've ruined by washing incorrectly over the years. So we'll go into this eye, Smith 232. What do you guys think? It's possibly the brush. Okay, so I think it's just the brush that didn't apply it so well and pigmented, because now it appears to be super nice and pigmented, nice and opaque, no fallout on my tape or the face, so all is well, no patchiness, it's very creamy. I really like that shade. Alright, I had to rip these e.l.f. eye tapes so they're all wonky, but I'm using the Shop Miss A 126 brush, and I really like this for getting right in that crease. And what I did was I took this shade here, sort of a terracotta shade, lots of kick up though, still, but very, very pigmented nonetheless. In fact, I think that this Shop Miss A brush does better than the e.l.f. And I'm really just going to put this all over the lid. I really love, I could just do this and call it a day. I love the way this looks. It's so pretty. I then just took the deepest matte shade here, and on the Shop Miss A E132, I am just placing that, really dotting it in the outer corner onto the eye tape and feathering that inward and placing that on about half of the eyelid just to get nice pigmentation. And then I'm going to really tap into it and place it right on that eye tape. Get it really nice and tight there, right in that inner corner, right in the socket. Looks beautiful. Now I'm taking the center right here, the center shimmer. And these are so foiled and metallic. They're beautiful without any setting spray, just on their own. Stunning. Like, look at that. Unbelievable. It's so gorgeous. And then I took that brown again, darkest brown. I'm just going to feather that inward so that we have a nice gradient and it doesn't look weird. And that is it for the eye look. I'm going to place some liner, lashes on, and I will be right back. By the way, just to show you, look at how the eye tapes do. And then I kind of just pat it out, you know, with a sponge or whatever, so it doesn't look so harsh. But look at how clean that line is. I love those eye tapes. They're like $2, and I cut them in half. So I get 160, and I just love them. Lashes are on. They're the same e.l.f. lashes. I know I keep saying I'm going to put them into the description box, but I've just had so much going on at home. But I will definitely make it a point to put it in this description box. So all I did was I took that flat brush, the e.l.f. one, and I put the deepest shade closest to my eye, to the lash line. And then I just took some of this shade on this e.l.f. contour brush, and I just ran it underneath it to sort of blow it out a little bit. And make sure to meet the existing shade at the top. And there we have our eye. Now, I was going to go in with the Lancome Tainted Old, but I have this Perricone MD No Makeup Foundation Serum with Broad Spectrum SPF 20, Neuropeptides Daisy Flower Extract, and I've never used this before, and I have it in beige, so it's super bougie. It comes with this dropper, and it comes with the actual foundation. I think it's going to be too dark, but let's see what happens. Alright, let's have a look at it. It's pretty runny and very, very thin. So I'm going to take a little tiny bit and take the sponge. Oh, it's really, really nice, and the shade was intimidating because it's going on quite sheer, and I like the sponge, but I think I need to switch to a brush for this. So I'm just working that in with the It Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. You guys, this is the actual Love brush. Like, it has the indent in it. You can see it. The indent is right here. It's not straight across. It goes in like this. It really does. So they have it at Ulta right now. Limited edition, time only. It's not flat. I did see the flat ones there, and this was totally different. This was in a different total section online, and I ordered a lot of them because they have never brought this out before since like 4 years ago. So I'm going to say this is a really nice shade for me, and I'm going to say this is quite high medium, nearly full coverage, guys. I mean, truly. This is really, really nice, but ultra dewy, super lightweight. It has a slight chemical scent. Not really sure what that is, but wow, it looks fantastic on the skin. Oh, talk about illumination. Especially with that primer, maybe we didn't need that. It almost looks lighter than my body, but in the bottle, it's super intimidating, like super dark. What do you guys think? Just going in with my Revlon Candid Concealer. I'm going to place that a little bit lower and just kind of dot it around. Taking the Shop Miss A sponge, I blended in this side already, and it is super flawless. Now granted, this sponge is not quite as soft as the Papa, but this is almost like a drier formula, so it leaves a lot of product where you put it. It doesn't soak it up at all, and it does a great job at blending it out, leaving no harsh lines. It isn't scratchy, it's not stiff, it's still super squishy, but just not as intense as the other one. So I really actually like both of them to about the same extent, I would say. So that is ultra nice. Okay, wow, I'm loving this. Look. Alright, I powdered down with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I love that powder so much. I'm going to spray my face with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray to lock in all of our hard work, and this will prevent it from creasing, budging, and all that jazz. So I'm just going to pat that in, just ensuring that we have a flawless canvas to work on. I've just gone on with my NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt, and I took this e.l.f. concealer brush, and I think that this is the nicest contour I've ever had. Just did a light contour everywhere, and wow, I'm super impressed with that. Like, I just can't stress that enough. Finding a brush that has it's multifunctional is very important to me, and it's very affordable. I'm going in with the NYX Matte Bronzer. I don't think I've ever used this on my channel. It's a really nice tone of bronzer. It's almost a reddish tone, and I love that in bronzers. It's very pigmented. A little goes a long way. I like to start in the back, really get that color on, and then just kind of buff it in the front so it looks pretty effortless and not just all on my cheeks, so that the cheeks can entertain my blush. So as you can see, it's very pigmented, and I'm just going to, disperse this. And I think that contour, I made it too harsh on my forehead, so maybe a little less next time, and I just drag it across the nose. I'll go ahead and clean this up, and I'll be right back. Anytime you find that you've gone in way too hard on something and you really want to tone it down, just take your powder brush, and all I did was kind of sweep it like this and stipple it in, and it took care of the problem. Now, I know I said I wanted to go in with the Essence blush, but I have this Sephora duo, and it's called English Rose, and it has a pigmented and then a less pigmented side on it. So I want to try this and see how it goes. Oh my word, that's pigmented. Whoa! Now, they do not have these inside of Sephora, I've checked. But holy smokes, man. That is so pretty. Oh, pigmented as all get out. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That's beautiful. These are only $14. Now we're taking the Bare Minerals Free Highlight. I did swatch it. How gorgeous. It's like a nice champagne, goldish champagne. That is super pretty. It's nice and pigmented. It's not blinding, but you can definitely build it up to blinding status. I love that diffused highlight look though, to where it almost looks effortless, but not so in your face. This is more of a professional kind of approach, a more polished look in my opinion, but it's gorgeous. I'm going to take that on my ring finger, just put that on the inner corners. How gorgeous is this? And on the brow bone. Wow, you can really see it there. Stunning. Hey, lastly we're going in with the Huda Beauty lipstick in Wedding Day. Look how beautiful this looks. And I went in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Shot Clock. Almost a perfect match. Okay, this Huda Beauty lipstick is beautiful. Wow. I love my complexion. I love that nude palette. It's simply stunning. So gorgeous, so wearable. I mean, you can take this from super neutral to super glam. And anybody that's not super fair needs to get either the medium one, and then if you're any darker than me, I have no olive undertones, I'm simply neutral or cool, then go with the deep. But this is really nice. This looks more pigmented than it really is. And I think I'm actually going to take this shade right here, which looks like it's going to be gold. It's actually pink. And I'm going to highlight the center of the eye. Look at that. Can you guys even see that? It's pink. It's really, really beautiful. And put that there. And then we're going to set our face, and I'm taking the Catrice HD Active Performance Freezing Spray. This is my favorite. Much better, I think, than the Urban Decay. And I don't have a handy fan anymore because mine dropped and all the batteries flew out of it. So I'm just going to press this down. And I'm so impressed with that foundation. It has not settled into my fine lines. It is actually super beautiful. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look heavy. I mean, it looks really natural. I love the highlight. It's super, super nice, beautiful, elegant, classy. I love the lipstick. I think that that's really classy. And that Browsings, X out. I hate it. I don't like it. The Sephora blush, I love it. Super pigmented. I didn't get to try the e.l.f. Highlight stick, but that's okay. And so, yeah guys, that is my video. If you like these types of videos, subscribe down below. Give me a big thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. It really does help me get my content pushed across to other people that like this type of content. So that really helps me up, in addition to keeping your notifications on. I guess nobody's being notified of my videos. I used to get, you know, hundreds within 100 views, hundreds within a couple of hours, and now I'm getting, you know, not even like 50 in 48 hours. So don't think the notifications are on. You might have to unsubscribe and resubscribe. Just check back with me every day, as I do upload either every day or every other day. But anyway, enough of that. I love you all. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.